What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our goalie career. Today we are kicking off the first game of a home series against the Vancouver Canucks, starting off in Vancouver, so it should be a tough matchup. They've played well all season long. I think they have dipped a little bit in the last few games. They're just in that wild card range, but have been a top team. Thatcher Demko has been an elite goaltender in this league, nearing the top for wins, so going to be a tough test. If you've been following along, or in case you missed last video, we did manage to steal 4 of 4 points in that video. It was a big one. The boys came back against Colorado. Did not play my best goaltending, so we need to clean up a little bit on my end. But some new friendly additions of Frank Vatrano and Brandon Saad, acquired at the trade deadline, have made an immediate impact for this team. I believe Saad has 4 goals in 2 games. Vatrano a few points, looking really dangerous on that top line. And our top 6, top 9 have kind of really solidified themselves as we need them to, because we are in the final push for the playoffs. It is about 15, maybe 16 games remaining on the schedule, and every point matters. Yes, those 4 points definitely helped us build a little bit of a cushion ahead of the wildcard spots. I believe we have about a 5, maybe 6 point cushion now ahead of those teams. But the schedule is not easy from here on out, and it starts, like I said, an away game against a very talented, very dangerous Vancouver Canucks. You can see 39-25-2 compared to 41-22-3. That's the difference between a wild card spot and a playoff spot. So it's going to be tough. I love this part of the season. It's my favorite, trying to, a little bit different than season 1, where we were outside that wild card spot looking for a berth of the playoffs. We are now in a playoff spot, looking to hang on and go for a run for that big old Stanley. So it should be a fun matchup. Like I said, home and home game here. I'm going to assume we get both starts unless we absolutely implode in this game. But let's get you set for puck drop. Vancouver for the Canucks and the Kings. Let's get after it, baby. Drew Doughty looks to move in, gets it over to Kempe. So yeah, like I said, Vatrano taking the place of Kaliev was something that I'm still not 100% sold on yet, just because of how good Kaliev has been. However, in those last 2 games, Brandon Saad, Kaliev, and Quinton Byfield were absolutely dominating in the last 2 games. So we'll really have to see if they can continue that, momentum, build off that even further, and continue to be a juggernaut of a line. So looking forward to it. Mikey Anderson now gets that shot right off the chest. I'm not sure who that was. It takes a big shot off the chest. Kempe able to keep that puck in. He gets help from his captain, and then loses the puck as Hronek gets it up to Captain JT Miller. Miller streaks in with a shot and will touch the puck for the first time in this game. Again, apologies for my stuffiness. Man, I'm getting destroyed by allergies lately. It's been like rain, snow, sunshine. Rain, snow, sunshine. And it's just like my body can't keep up with it. So it is what it is. We move on. We keep chugging along. Here we go. That line that I aforementioned right now. Kaliev on that left side. Haven't seen him there all season, but he's been dominating. And newly acquired Brandon Saad making an immediate impact. Gavrikov able to strip that puck away. Corrals it in his own zone, loses it, but Clark will help him out, and he'll at least clear it as Quinn Hughes, who is not the captain in this game, gets the puck there, but he loses it. Quinn Byfield now. He's really been coming on strong here as Brandon Saad gets the puck on net again, and nearly a good scoring chance. Kaliev in front, loses the puck as it gets up to Soupy. Ilya Mikheyev. Good start, fast pace. At one point, Thatcher Demko was the leading goaltender in the league with the most wins. You got the guys Markstrom, Stuart Skinner, etc. You can see the record there, 4-6-0. So definitely struggling a little bit. Those Western Canadian goaltenders have been something special to watch this year. We're sitting at 30, 31 wins myself, whatever it might be. That's an unbelievable sophomore year. And these guys have 5, 6, 7 wins higher than me. It's like that's lights out goaltending, and that's what you need if you want to make a run. This might be the first season in a long time you see the majority of Canadian teams on that Western Conference in the playoffs. Here we go. Ooh, Drew Doughty sneaking in low there. It is Brandon Saad with a nice little feed. He spots Byfield in, who just rings it off the post. That's a beautiful shot. Fiala jumps on now as a line change starts taking place, and that puck will squirt free and just cross the blue line. So some good full pressure here. 10 minutes already down in this first period, and the Kings have looked really solid so far in this one again. Roenick just gets absolutely flattened by Drew Doughty. Brandon Saad once again. I feel like you're going to hear his name a lot in these games, folks. Picking him up from... Oh, squirts three. Three? Squirts through the blue line there. Or the red line, I guess. Blue paint. Well, we picked up Brandon Saad from the struggling St. Louis Blues. Not his best season, only, you know, a handful of points, 20, 25, or sorry, 30, 35-ish points. He has already crossed the 40-point mark, and he's been on the team for only a couple games. Can't wait till we get to the playoffs, folks. Again, it's going to take a catastrophic failure from myself and the team to miss the playoffs, but we want to solidify ourselves, make sure we clinch it, make sure we get into a good position so we're not, you know, battling it with the Dallas Stars or anybody like that. Still lots of time left, too, to climb and see if we can't win the division. It'll be a long shot, but we aren't, like, it's been so close that it could quite literally, somebody just outside a wild card spot could still win the division. That's how close it is. But man, oh man, that Colorado game was a really, really good game for the boys. Brock Besser now in. He'll step up, and the poke check redirected by our captain, Drew Doughty, nearly goes into the far side of the net there. So got to be careful with the poke checks in front. As our third line comes out, and our new third line of Kapanen, Dubois, and Pacioretty. They look good last game, scoring a big goal for us. Dubois in front, and a man has 30 goals on the season. He's looking for more as that puck shot from Kasperi Kapanen just squirts off the rebound to the left there, and it's Pacioretty tied up with the defenseman, unable to get the rebound. Doughty now up to Kasperi Kapanen and Dubois. It's a real shame what's happening with Dubois in the NHL, folks. If you guys have been following along, obviously the big trade involving Iafallo, Gabriel Velarde coming back to Winnipeg in exchange for obviously very talented Pierre-Luc Dubois. And for him, it just has not worked out at all. Bouncing between the fourth and third line. I do think for the most part, the way... Ooh, that's a crossbar. The way... What is Thatcher Demko doing? Did he think that puck was coming across? And ladies and gentlemen, the man who is the talking point of LA, superstar Brandon Saad, gets his 21st goal of the season. Did not think I'd be saying those sentences, but when that's his fifth game in fifth goal in 3 games for the Los Angeles Kings. There we go. You got to start questioning if this guy is the real deal or not. Holy jumpins. So far, he's looking like the real thing, and our GM is looking like an absolute god as he gets his 21st of the season. We know he can score goals. That's never been a question. But in this video game, the St. Louis Blues, not been great. But anyway, going back to Dubois, I just think the way the Kings started, the lineups that they had going into the season, he was kind of always in my mind coming in to start on the third line. I know that sounds weird for Dubois, but he has not been given the ice time. When he's gotten the ice time, he has looked bad. He has looked like he doesn't care. He doesn't look like the big physical body we saw in Winnipeg, we saw in Columbus. So yeah, kind of ashamed to see that. But in our video game, he is lights out. We got a power play opportunity here. Tripping call. You can see the boos are starting to come down. A little bit sluggish hockey from the Canucks to start this one as well. Fiala over to Pacioretty. But like the Canucks in real life are kind of like that too. I don't really know how they're doing as well as they are. They don't have a superstar studded lineup. They got some really good players. They obviously have Quinn Hughes. Miller's been really good. Pedersen's having a breakout year. So you can understand where the wins are coming from. But my question is the longevity of that team legit? Can they put up those points all season long? Right now, the answer is yes. If Thatcher Demko can really be the true starter that they've been looking for pretty much since Luongo left there, I feel like it's possible. We got a slashing call as Quinn Hughes right in front goes to stick lift. I'm not sure who that was, but goes to stick lift the man in front as the puck's coming towards the net. Gets it in the hands. It's a slashing call. We have a 5-on-3 for about a minute. Yeah, it's Pacioretty in front. You can see he's calling for the puck, and then Quinn Hughes just looks to lift the stick, and unfortunately he gets it in the hands. 2 minutes, slashing. 5-on-3 action here coming. 51 seconds. So it'll be Byfield, Kaliyev, Vetrano. And then you got Henrique and Brandon Saad on the point. So we go with 5 forwards on the second unit all the time. Period coming to an end. Can we rip one at the end? Vetrano gets it on net, but it's a big save by Demko, and we'll go to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead. We have about 20 seconds left on that 5-on-3. It's going to be tough to start the period on the power play, but I mean, total and utter domination. 36 seconds on attack for the Canucks. 3 saves. It's going to be a tough battle for me because of the lack of play. But what a period by our Kings. Let's get after it. There you go. Big face-off win. Something we've talked about so much this season is the lack of face-off wins. Gets set up here. And a big blast right off the hop there. Trying to get this puck on net as the final seconds of this 5-on-3 will tick down. We'll still have a minute remaining, but it's a good play there by Pierre-Luc Dubois to keep that puck in, and unfortunately Kempe can't settle it down to get a shot. And the Canucks will clear it as Reeves now. Big boy Ryan Reeves playing for the Canucks. We gotta, oh my gosh. We have some very, very sloppy, undisciplined hockey by the Vancouver Canucks right now, and this is a weird game as Ryan Reeves will take an interference call. I really don't know how they messed up the animation there. Like, Quinn Hughes is already sitting in the box. Ryan Reeves gets the penalty, and it shows the animation of Reeves sitting in the box and Quinn going there. Every time, 100% without failure. Well, back to the 5-on-3 for 32 seconds. Kaliev strips that puck back. Byfield goes to the net and tries a weird little... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter when you got Vetrano feeding Byfield on the doorstep, and that is an easy goal there. 27th of the season now for Byfield. What a season he's having. Breakout season. Vetrano just takes the puck behind the net. And that's just a quick feed. And again, the new guys, Frank Vetrano making an impact. I sound so bad right now. I apologize. My nose is so stuffy. Ryan Reeves. Actually, I'm going to blow my nose quickly. Oh gosh, sorry guys. It's rough. It's rough living out here. All right, we still got a minute 50 seconds. Vetrano and Kaliev pick up the assists. And I don't know. I really thought the play at the trade deadline was acquiring either a defenseman or like a second pairing defenseman or a center. And we went out and got 2 wingers, 2 right wingers who have been both electric. We'll play that puck out. Drew Doughty gets it up. Kaliev now loses the puck, but he finds Byfield. Byfield now trying to slip it behind to Vetrano. And it'll be the Canucks who get it free as Miller skates it through the neutral zone, and he too loses it. Here we go. Drew Doughty now. He has Byfield on his right with a burst of speed. Dips it down to Vetrano through the legs. And Vetrano doesn't do a lot on that one. Big save by Demko. 30 seconds left remaining. Couple touches of the puck here early. Probably as many as we had in the first period. Kaliev with a burst of speed. Low shot, rebound, and it'll be a good pickup there by Quinn Hughes. 20th shot of the game now. Dubois, Doughty tries to find Vetrano streaking. What a good effort in the neutral zone. This is what I've talked about all season long. When the Kings are playing good defensively, it's the forwards that step up in the neutral zone, make the body, like take the hit, make the poke check, use their speed. And right now it's on full display here. Is unfortunately for Vancouver, they just can't, one, they can't even really get set up. And 2, even when they do, it's a challenge to just get into the offensive zone. Drew Doughty's shot redirected. He's been all over the ice in this one. How many times have I said his name so far? Here he is again, walking in, tries the one-handed deke. Demko pokes that away to Quinn Hughes. Up to Ilya Mikheyev. Mikheyev now. Some extended time here. Woo-hoo! For the power play unit. Henrique now. So fourth line coming up. You got Engvall, newly acquired Pierre Engvall, with maybe his first shift in a Kings uniform. So our coach is going to the fourth line after some really good shifts there by the top guys. Why not? Get them involved. I mean, this is kind of a mixed shift now because Vetrano has decided to stay on. And I think we'll hold on to the puck for our first whistle. 11:32 left in the second period. We have 2-0 lead. What a game we got brewing here. Face-off opportunity in the defensive zone. Wins it again. Well, that's Henrique. I mean, he might be our only centerman that is hyper consistent. Pareko now gets it up to JT Miller. Ratty over to Kuzmenko. And what a poke there by Mikey Anderson. They have made this game extremely easy on me so far. Ryan Donato up to Pierre Engvall. Pierre Engvall cuts to the middle. And credit to their defensemen. They're getting this stick on the puck beautifully. Some good stick lifts. Good poke checks. Henrique strips that one free from JT Miller. And now our second unit starts coming on. So an unbelievable fourth line shift there. Clark back to Pacioretty. Kapanen now, who got promoted. Not really promoted. He's still on the third line, but he gets brand new line mates. Dubois and Pacioretty. Gavrikov now up to Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen stops. Looks for help. Gets it up to Pacioretty. Pacioretty with a burst of speed. He goes behind the net. Back in front to Kasperi Kapanen. Maybe trying a little bit too much now. Lots of time in the O zone, but really can't get too many high scoring chances. And Kuzmenko, I think, beats me 5-hole. And that's what's tough about a game like this. You got obviously guys who can score their 20th of the season now for Andrei Kuzmenko. And it's a nice feed. The defensemen don't pick up on it. And I'm so late to react. Go down to my butterfly. It's already through my legs and in the back of the mesh. We have a 2-1 hockey game as Vancouver gets on the board. And maybe for them, that might be exactly what they need to get back into this game. Good play. It's a good play. It's a nice quick passing sequence. They finally get in. One first mistake, really letting Kuzmenko walk around the defenseman like that, but I need to be able to save that. Fiala, Kempe. And a wrist shot breaks the net. Or breaks the glass, sorry. 34, so we have caught Demko. Kempe with another face-off win, so either Vancouver's not good either, or we've maybe found something here in the last few games. That would be nice. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, counting my eggs before they chicken. Whatever it is. Fiala over to Kempe. Fiala should have dished that one back. That would have been a beautiful opportunity. Yeah, I mean, these games are tough on a goaltender, even in a video game. You know, you've not touched the puck. You're not using your thumbs. You're not using your joysticks. It sounds so silly when you say it out loud, but when you're just I'm just literally watching a game and watching the boys dominate. Puck comes free. Late to react as a result. 2-1 hockey game. 4 minutes left. I thought that said 4:50. 4 minutes left in this second period. 2-1 hockey game. It has still been complete dominance from the Kings so far. Some good passing sequences. Low shot. Nobody there for the rebound. Studnik up to Hronik. All right, good play again there. Kaliev up to Brandon Saad. Byfield now. Loses it. Gets it back. Oh! That's his third straight 2-goal game. Third straight 2-goal game. This man came into this organization with 16 goals on the season. And in 3 games, he's bumped that number up to 22. This line is unbelievable. What an effort there from Byfield to get the puck back. And a bunch of bobbling in front of Demko. Can't get the rebound control. And it's going to be Brandon Saad, who unfortunately they're giving him unassisted, which I think is BS. He'll get his second of the game for his 3rd straight game. Unbelievable. speaking of rebound control, oh my gosh, the rebound, my guy goes down in the butterfly, I get locked in place, beautiful save there, beautiful save, bounces it right to the apparently JT Miller, who has hand-eye coordination through the roof. But I mean, that's an EA 24 specialty. The hand-eye in this version of the game is way... Hey, Brandon Saad scored again. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. When's NHL 25 come out? Anybody know? So once again, I feel like I'm complaining, and I apologies if it comes off that way, but we're going to look at it every time. The classic EA computer cheesy goal. Let's dissect it. You got Kuzmenko. Runs into Doughty. Runs into him. Not even a pass. He literally gets run in. The puck goes straight. It's going straight to Miller's stick. But instead, I'm being bodied by my own player, Brandon Saad. And let's just have a gander where that puck hits off of. Oh, it's a kicking motion by my own player in front of the net. And then he kicks it a second time. Watch this. Oh.
As an athlete, you always know the end of the period is critical time and you want to maintain pressure.
All right, 3-3 hockey game. What an unfortunate end to the second period. 3 goals by the Canucks. A bat in out of midair by JT Miller. And a double kick from goal scorer Brandon Saad. And you know what? They almost make it 4-3 because now, as EA tends to have, momentum is completely down one side of the net. Mikheyev streaking behind a good pass and finally a big save. And, well, we're thrown into this game all of a sudden. Oh, God, no. Can the madness end?
Just around the corner.
Here we go. Some third period. I'm just trying to process what just happened. I just got scored on 3 times in the second period. 2 of them were very interesting goals. And unfortunately, like I said, EA does have a way in this game to tilt the momentum completely, but a good first shift here by the Kempe Fiala Vetrano line. Let's see if the boys can generate any sort of momentum. Oh, man, it all stemmed from that very first goal. I need to make that save. That was a horrible attempt by my goalie. It was a bad read by me. And what happens? Brandon Saad gets a hat trick. Just so happens one goes in on me. What is happening in this video game? Frank Vetrano with a dynamite shot under the blocker of Thatcher Demko. We have a 4-3 hockey game. 17th of the season for this young man. Wow, wow, wee wow. All right, 4-3 hockey game, just like that. Frank Vetrano answers the goal early. Less than 2 minutes into this third period, we have a 4-3 Kings lead. And this is just turning into that Colorado game all over again. Some very weak, well, that was a hard shot. It's just, you think, same with the one that went down to me. You think, as a goalie, you want to make that save. We got a power play for Vancouver coming up, so an opportunity for Vancouver to once again tie this game. 2 minutes. All right, I might have to submit a ticket to EA because I have charging set to 0. It quite literally is turned off because of garbage shit like this happening all the time. If it happened once in 30 games, it might be a little bit more realistic, but the fact that it happens multiple times and it's turned to 0 is a little weird. Roenick able to keep that one in. Garland, we have traffic in front. Big save there as Mikheyev gets the rebound. Muscles out Clark. Clark under some trouble here. And it's going to be Kapanen who dumps this one down with Henrique giving chase. Garland up to Mikheyev. Power play time in the ozone for the Vancouver Canucks, looking to get back into this one, who had the worst period I've seen in a long time in that first frame. Find 3 weird goals in the second one, and then unfortunately for them give up one early, but it is a hockey game at this point. Donato gets it up to Pierre Engvall. Engvall will chip that one down. So it looks like Engvall will be getting some time on the penalty kill. You know, we acquired him for a reason. He isn't going to get pretty much maybe a shift or 2 per game. Big save there to keep this one a 1-goal hockey game. Mikheyev. Boys, please don't give up 2-on-1s that easily. I know we're on the penalty kill, but come on. Now the player steps out, and we're going to have a line change here, as I believe our 3rd line's coming out. Well, it's kind of a mix. Kapanen stepped back on the ice. Kempe out there. Donato, he'll get a shot on Thatcher Demko. Our 30th of the game, and we're going to get a line change here with 13:39 left in the period. This is kind of an exciting one again for the fans. Dubois wins it with a kick. Oh, I was just gonna let the in-game announcers do that one. Doughty wins it, Dubois wins it with a kick. Doughty comes in, cleans up the puck, gets in Freelo. Their defense were nowhere to be found. And instead of dangling and shooting, he loses it dangling, but a great effort and a good face-off win this time. The Canucks with the win. Garland, he is being hounded, but he's able to maintain the puck. Strips it from Pacioretty, who then gets it back. Anderson up to Kasperi Kapanen. Quinn Hughes. Pressure everywhere. Behind the net. Rubbed off the puck there. So I don't think Vancouver has Elias Pettersson, and I remember that from last season. I just do not remember where he went. Where did Pettersson go? I want to say something like one of the New York teams. I actually don't remember. We might have to look that one up. I don't think he plays for this team. All right, Kempe in the offensive zone. Nearly that 10-minute mark. Wins it with another kick. And it's going to be Doughty who gets the puck and shoots it on net. That's a nice little set play they seemingly have as Pazlikin gets in offside. Kempe loses it to Brock Besser. Fisher now, who tried finding Brock Besser, who was winding up for a big slap shot. Now we're having trouble getting through the neutral zone. Fiala now in with Vetrano, and the slap shot blocked in front. Wow, I've never seen the puck bounce so much in these last 2 games. Jeez. Fiala now, line change. Has some steam. Room on the left there. I fist bumped early. No! What a play, and Vetrano rings it off the inside of the post, man. Ah, man, that sucks. Frick. That would have been Vetrano's 2nd goal off an unbelievable play. Mikey Anderson. Fiala now. Back to Drew Doughty, who gets it up to Mikey. Loses the puck, so some weird passing here from both teams. Mikey Anderson now goes for a skate, tries to shoot that 5-hole. Demko with the save. 6:43 left on the clock here. 4-3. I'm honestly extremely happy with how the boys have played. The only difference was why this is a close game is because of the net. Because I let in a garbage goal, and then kind of 2 goals I don't really have a chance of making a save on go in. Okay, if Vetrano is going to do that nasty little pass behind the net, this is going to be very fun watching down the stretch. 30th of the season for Fiala now. He's the only man on our team that I think has a legit chance of getting to 100. It's going to be tough. He needs 28 points or something now in 15 games, but it's doable. And I mean, Demko's just left out to lunch there. That pass behind the net, we're going to watch that one because he's done it about 3 times in this hockey game alone. Beats the puck there. And look how fast. Just unbelievable. That's not even the goal. Rings it off the post, and it's going to be Fiala who gets the puck. But that pass is so nasty. It's worked on me so many times. But for us, hey, 2 30-goal scorers with Arthur Kaliev and Byfield right behind them. We got some scoring on this Kings team. It's not the flashiest. It's not the, you know, most amount of goals you'll ever see on one team from a player. But 3 guys right there, 4. Impressive stuff from some of these guys. Doughty with the puck there on the rebound. Another pretty juicy rebound. We got to clean up a bit. 5 minutes left. And we got a delayed penalty. It's a 5-minute misconduct, 10-minute misconduct, 5-minute major. Is it deserved? A 5-minute and a game misconduct for roughing? The boy just got rid of the puck. If anything, give him a 2 for interference. EA, what? Oh boy. Well, penalty kill for the rest of the period unless they take a penalty. A couple big saves there to get things rolling. 4:13 left on the clock. If I'm Vancouver's goal or coach, I'm pulling the goalie the second they get into the zone. They won't. They won't. They might at like 3 or 2 minutes. But a big hit there by Arthur Kaliev, deemed illegal, I guess. Roughing, 5-minute, and a misconduct seems absolutely absurd to me. But it is what it is. Mikheyev now. Ilya Mikheyev with a burst of speed. I'm going to be a little harsh in just a second. I'm going to be a little harsh. That's on me. It's a goal. I got to save that, but I'll tell you why this is frustrating me. What's frustrating me, obviously the 5-minute adds to this. But this is a shot from so high out that I get well in position. Did it? Does not deflect off anybody. Oh, does it right there? Yes, okay, now I'm not as sad. Okay, never mind. I thought this was another just me. I had my glove where it was going, and it dipped because of the deflection. Okay, all I was going to say is the fact that I have like an 85 low goal height. I have a 99 glove high and an 85 plus glove low. If that was just a straight shot in under my glove, I was going to freak out. But I got tipped. It is what it is. It was tipped off our own defenseman, I believe. 5-4 hockey game with 3:40. I mean, that major penalty is literally the worst thing that could have happened at that time. Henrique gets some valuable seconds cleared off. Not the hardest dump, but he will get it past the blue line. Mikheyev, he's been important in this game. Kept in there by Quinn Hughes. Here we go. Big save in front. Didn't overread it, didn't panic, just got in a position, made the save. And Henrique will get that one out again. Garland in for Vancouver, loses it to Kapanen momentarily, but it's going to be Garland who gets it back and will make a big glove save there. 2:40 left on the clock. Again, the rest of this game will be spent under the power play for the Vancouver Canucks, thanks to the 5-minute game misconduct by a roughing call. Face off in the defensive zone. Come on, boys. Loses it. Shot goes right to Kuzmenko, who gets a backhander on net, will make a big save. It's going to be Hronek who keeps this one in. Full pressure now, 2:24 on the clock. Keep an eye on Thatcher Demko. Face-offs have been in favor of LA all game. I mean, they've won a couple here, probably because we're tired. But we're going to have to do it again. I can't play this puck too often. Well, you guys wanted exciting videos. I hope 2024 has not disappointed. That Colorado game was insane. Same score here in Vancouver. Big blocker save. We saw him winding up. Kuzmenko had his stick in the air. Get across, make the blocker save. And it's the giraffe, Pierre Engvall, trying to go for escape, but Brock Besser will beat him back. Sub 2 minutes now in the third period. JT Miller. Makes the save barely, but we get it out. A massive, massive sequence there. Kuzmenko pokes it down as Hronek will come back in his defensive zone. He'll shoot this one. That's kind of an interesting dump. I'm not quite sure why he did that. But Gavrikov will go for a skate and clear it. Now there's an offside. Minute 10 left on the clock. Can the Kings hold on for another valuable 2 points? Miller says, nope, we'll hold this one in. We're going to get another opportunity. Brock Besser comes into the point. Big save in front there. Oh my word, what a save as Hronek had crept down. And we're going to reach for this one. Empty net now, 37 seconds. Big saves from Michael Webb when we need it. Hasn't been a pretty game, hasn't been a pretty 2 games, but the empty net at the other end of the ice. Come on, boys. 37.9 seconds. You're starting to see some goaltending coming out from the young netminder. Face-off win again, so they've closed that gap. And now we're under full pressure. Another big save. Garland now in the corner. Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes gets it back to Ethan Bear. And Henrique will just dump this one down. I don't hate that just because you want to alleviate the full pressure. He had some room to skate, but if he makes a mistake, it's coming right back down with full pressure. Anderson doing his part on Mikheyev. Anderson now gets the puck. He'll clear it. And that's going to be it as the Vancouver Canucks under a 5-minute major score 1, but cannot score again. And it will be the young Tendy bailing out his team in that final few minutes. They did it for me all game long. We came up with some big saves, and we will take 2 points out of the first of back-to-back games against Vancouver. 30 save effort. It all added up at the end. What a flurry of sequences there. My, oh my, oh my. You love to see it, but you also hate to see it.
Well,
that'll be another 2 points. Yeah, definitely not my best effort once again. Stats are kind of taking a little bit of dip as we're going towards the final stretch of games, but all in all, right now, it's all about the team 2 points. We are not getting the second game. This is not back-to-back. This is 2 days later, but I don't hate this. You know, you have a look. The coach has a look. I've let in quite a few goals in the last few. Yeah, I've won them all. 88 is my glove low, but rebound has also been really bad. All right, we're going to put that in, get that up to 85. And we will head. We'll sim this game. This is the Vancouver Canucks' second game, and we lose it. We lose it 5-3. Oh, boys. You hate to see that. That's okay. We now have a home and home against Anaheim. We will get the game, so a little bit of a break. I don't hate it. Like I said, you need to get Spencer Knight into some games. Unfortunately for him, not quite sure if that was... We obviously don't see it, so... Big news out of Anaheim here, trading Jamie Drysdale lately in real hockey. That's a big trade to the Philadelphia Flyers. Big trade. But we'll battle him. We'll battle Zegras. All these big name guys. Young talent for Anaheim. Haven't been able to piece it together, but here we go. Need a bounce back here as we lost that second game against Vancouver. Oh, I love the stretch, man. I love how chaotic these last games are. You add all the garbage from EA. Jordan Eberle. God. What is going on with my goalie? I make the rebound and I'm holding right and my guy doesn't move. Does anybody know if that's rebound control? Like, I'm legitimately asking. Like, that's another goal that's my fault because the rebound goes right to the right and my guy freezes. Is it rebound control that changes that freezing sensation? Let me know if you guys play goaltender. If you know, I need to know what point, if at all, that I can put in that makes it so when I make a save and I'm in my butterfly, when I hold left on the thumbstick, or left or right, it doesn't move me because my guy's locked in that animation. It could just be the way goalie's programmed right now, but that seems so weird. Jordan Eberle bangs in his 23rd of the season. We have a 1-0 hockey game in the first minute of this one. Oh, yikes. Anderson now corrals it in his own zone. Let's see if the boys stay composed. That's something that I just got to be able to stop, and I just didn't. I just did not. Doughty now hounded behind his own net by Jordan Eberle, the goal scorer. Mikey Anderson now up to Frank Vetrano. He's got Fiala on his right, tries the opening ice steak. Once again, Troy Terry bangs that one away. Segrist now. Segrist in, not letting him do any lacrosse goals on me in this one. Byfield, second line unit on. Strome hits it away, Bureau. And Brandon Saad, the man of the hour in LA. He's been playing exceptional hockey. You hear the Ducks chant starting here in Anaheim. Fowler, Cam Fowler, longtime vet for this team. Oh man, some of the goals lately have been some of the nastiest, flukiest, bounciest goals I've ever seen. But we go through streaks of this. I mean, you look back into January of this season, we had about 5 games where we lost and we were just giving up a lot of goals. Goaltenders were both playing bad. But right now, the difference is I feel like the team is playing really well and the goal scoring is coming in abundance. It just needs to be time for me to shut the door and get 2 points for the team. Couple tips in front and it goes right to Mason McTavish. Mason McTavish, probably the best player they have on their team at the moment. Shouldn't have passed that out if I knew he was going to bobble the puck there. They get it back. All right, boys, come on. There we go. Capping it now. Third line shift. Pacioretty loses the puck, tries getting it back. It'll be Clark who scoops it up in the neutral zone. Capping it now. Pacioretty. Got to give credit to the Ducks. They're kind of stifling us in the neutral zone, unable to get through. But Kapanen makes sure that happens this time. You got Gavrikov streaming down, and it's a big shot that the goaltender had an issue with. But a good second effort there by the defenseman. Come on, boys. Kapanen up to Gavrikov, who finds Dubois. Clark loses it along the boards momentarily. Wow, what a good effort there by the Anaheim Ducks. Pacioretty over to Gavrikov. Not known for shooting ability, but gets some good looks there. I don't know how to say is it Minchikov? Minchikov? He's been really good for the Ducks as well. They have such a good young team that just hasn't developed. And then now they're battling. Zegras is out. Troy Terry is out. They just got rid of Drysdale. Like, there's some guys that are so freaking young and talented, they just can't piece it all together. There's so many teams like that in the league right now. Say what you want about my Leafs, but in my opinion, they develop the players correctly, at least for the core. And I don't mean the core 4, I mean the core of their young guys. They like to keep them down the AHL till they're ready. They like to build off that. They put the lines together on the, third and fourth line. Does it work in the playoffs? Absolutely not. But unlike the Ducks, we're making the playoffs, which isn't the greatest accomplishment, but I don't know. You see some teams that just do some weird fundamental stuff in their organization that do not set up the team for success. I think the Ducks should have been better by now. I think by now they should have been better, and they haven't been, so. Fiala now behind the net, finds Doughty, who's trying to get activated in the O-zone. Eberle now finds Troy Terry. Troy Terry gets it across. And I got locked up again, but thankfully Eberle had to settle that puck down and our defenseman was able to stick lift. I'm getting locked up on every single opportunity right now. Kaliev in front. Brandon Saad gets it back to Doughty. Saad now in front. Kempe. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a shot there by Kempe. And once again, Saad getting on the score sheet. What a freaking goal. Oh my gosh. Adrian Kempe, he has 25 now. Look, we might not have a player that gets to 100 points, but if we have 5-6 players that all get to 30 goals by the end of the season, it's something real special. Rips that one past John Gibson. We have a 1-1 hockey game finally in the late stages of the first period. There you go. 62 on the season, ties Byfield, one behind Pierre-Luc Dubois. It'll be Saad and Anderson with the assists. Mikey Anderson, speaking of which, has the puck, goes through the neutral zone. He's in. Mikey Anderson holds up, waits, gets Drew Doughty. They like that little stop and pop pass. Just stop, pop it right back to the top. Get a shot on net. Brandon Saad behind the net. Kaliev. Anderson, he shoots the puck and it's picked up by Bureau. Bureau now in. Last seconds of this first period. They're screaming at him to shoot. You hear the high-pitched squeals. Shoot it, shoot it! And we will go to the first intermission with a 1-1 tie. Big goal by Jordan Eberle to kick things off, and a response by Kempe late in the first period. Good game. I mean, both teams, 12 shots. Time on attack is similar. Passing is better for the Kings. We're winning faceoffs. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was me just calling them out enough times. Here we go. Second period underway. Kempe for the faceoff. He gets tied up, and unfortunately their winger comes in. Vetrano now, clean ice. You can see how beautiful the clean ice looks in this video game. Kempe now tries to dangle. It works, kind of. Fiala spins it back. The rebound. What the? Okay, EA, can you fix your dumping? Can you fix so players aren't basketball gods who can pick up the rebound off the rim, off the backboard? Like, come on, man. Everybody can catch a puck. I'm firing that one and it just goes softly. Okay, let's pay attention. Troy Terry in front, loses it. Mike Anderson does a good job and Kempe comes back to help out. Kempe, the goal scorer, has a burst of speed. He has Fiala streaking to the net, and that is an unbelievable play there by the defenseman to break that one up. Trevor Zegras in. Gets it across to Jordan Eberle. He gets it on his stick. It lands flat, and he gets a shot. Backhander. Cam Fowler loses it to Byfield, who has a step. Good job by Cam Fowler to take the shot away. Drew Doughty needs to be rewarded for some of these. He is looking so good in the last few games, and he just can't buy a goal. Byfield in for the faceoff. What an electric lineup we have now. This is I think that when people ask me why I keep playing with how bad the game is, and I've acknowledged it, the game is not in the greatest spot play-wise or career mode-wise or anything like that. He had him. He just couldn't shoot. Brandon Saad had another glorious opportunity. But for me, be a pro still, regardless if they haven't changed it in years, it still offers that great feel of chaoticness when it comes to GM moves. It still offers chaoticness when it comes to different lineups and all that sort of stuff. And for me, trade deadline off-season acquisitions is like Christmas morning. It could either be good, it could be bad, it could be a mixture of both. For us right now, those moves which were like, okay, have been okay. So you'll have to see it. John Gibson, 21-10-0 is not bad, but that save percentage is really killing them. Sub-9 save percentage on the season. Faceoffs now in the... No, tied. Fiala was able to get that one. Fiala now strips that away from the defenseman. He'll go for a skate. Kevin Fiala with a step. Frank Vetrano, we know he has a good shot. Tries getting that one in. Good glove save by John Gibson. 11:46 left in the second period, guys. I hope you've been enjoying the video. There's still 85% of you guys that have not smashed that button. It's free. You might even be watching and not even realize you've hit that button. We're on a path to 2,000 by the end, or by summertime. We got to 1,000 by the end of December because of you guys. Smash that button. Join a growing, fun community. Let's get after it, baby. Anderson now tied up in his own zone. Kicks it back. Schultz. Troy Terry gets bumped off the puck. They always have a second man there to bail them out, though. And it's going to be Kempe. They've done a good job at putting pressure on the defenseman. Kempe loses the puck. He gets manhandled away from it. The comb now up to Terry. Troy Terry over to Zegras. He steps in offside. Nice little quick game here for you guys. I love these games against like lower divisional people because it's always entertaining. It's always entertaining in these games. Sometimes you get the one-line superstar teams that just play them 25, 30 minutes a game. And it's like, okay, you know what they're going to do. It's kind of boring. With this one, you have no idea who's going to score. You have no idea Who's going to make an impact for their team? Doughty now. Skating it in confidently. Gives it away to Schultz, though. Schultz now up to Mason McTavish. Come on, Mason. Shoot it. Oh! Why did Mikey Anderson turn left and not right? God, the defensemen scare me sometimes. Saad to Byfield. Byfield looking for a lane. They're doing great job with their bodies. Like, I feel like they have 30 block shots already. Doughty now. He'll skate it free. He's looked youthful in the last few games. Just can't buy a goal. I don't even know if he has a point, but he's looked so lethal every time he touches the puck. Bureau now. Kaliev comes back to help out. Arthur Kaliev. He'll go for a skate and find Frank Vetrano. So Kaliev momentarily reunited on this top line. He'll go for a change. It'll be Fiala as Kempe dumps the Anaheim player, and he gets in. 4 minutes left in the second period, and we still have a 1-1 hockey game. Looks at both ends of the ice. Kempe, he'll dump it in deep. Vetrano will have that puck skip by his stick, but it's Kevin Fiala. Vetrano in front. He stops, shoots. Big save there by John Gibson. Vetrano again. Nifty behind the net with his passing. Here we go. Gavrikov. Fluffed it. Jordan Eberle will skate it out for the Ducks. All right, we're making some saves in this one. That first goal, first shot, first goal kind of, you know, mentally may have steered you in the wrong direction for this game, but we did a good job. Team's playing well in front of us defensively. Both teams are, for that matter. We'll make a glove save there. 1:08 left on the clock. Big hit there by Kempe. He's thrown a couple. He's been physical this game. Byfield for a defensive zone face-off. Wins it. Doughty has the opportunity to get it up to Saad. Does not. It'll be Mikey Anderson who does. He'll skate it. He goes for a skate and dumps it behind the net. Tyler Myers playing for the Ducks. Big boy. Jordan Eberle now. Sub 10 seconds. Trevor Zegras. You hear once again the fans screaming to shoot. We'll play this one out into the corner. And we will head to the third period, tied 1-1. What a fun one. I mean, you know, you got one game against the Canucks, you got one game against the Ducks. Well, maybe two. Not a lot of shots from both ends. Favor going towards the Ducks. Let's get after it. Third period. Come on, boys. Look alive. You know, you're not always going to score 5-6 goals like we have in the last few games. So you got to make most on your opportunities. Whistles have been away, which is nice. I feel like the last few games we've had some really undisciplined plays. Doughty up to Frank Vetrano. He'll clear it down deep. Drysdale up to Zegras. Trevor Zegras, known mostly only for his Michigan goal. We'll take a blast. Another shot there by Eberle. So a couple quick succession shots here. There's some good puck movement here that our team has not caught up on. Finally, Drew Doughty will get this one up to Vetrano. Frankie Vetrano in. Steps up, waits, passes it. I feel like with the way Gibson was kind of moving over to at least cheat for the cross crease, Vetrano probably had a chance to rip that one, but not bad. Still got a shot on net. Kempe. I'm not sure why he decided to turn back in his own zone. And now Doughty doing the same thing. Vetrano up to Kempe. Anderson. A long first unit shift here to start the third period. We're going to need some changes here, boys. Come on. You can see Kempe rushing off. Fiala now back to Doughty, who spots Byfield, who's off. Anderson to Fiala. What are we doing? Let's get the puck into the O-zone, please. Doughty finds Byfield. Byfield in front, and it'll be Fiala who stays out for an extended shift. A very extended shift, nearly 7 minutes long. Eberle. Jordan Eberle, former World Junior superstar for Team Canada. Single-handedly winning it for time and time again in games. Kaliev to Anderson. Why are we turning around so much? Brandon Saad says, enough of this. I'll just skate it out myself. Brandon Saad goes towards the net. He gets a good shot on net, and the puck is free. But it'll be once again the good defenseman Stick picking that one up. Wow, they've saved a number of goals as Byfield is in. Passes it to Saad for no reason. Saad gets his own rebound. Where is the puck? And what a save. You see the stick smash by Brandon Saad. Can't be a sprawling Gibson. Oh my gosh, he lifted it and it went off the hip. Third period now. Third period. Third line. God, I can't talk. EA, whoever the EA gods are, you're a funny being. You are a funny being. We just called out Vladislav Gavrikov for not being able to shoot the puck very well. And off the face-off, he has a low wrister right cleanly through the screen traffic. And Gibson is late to react. And it'll be an icebreaker as Gavrikov gets the 2-1 lead here for the Kings into this third period, well into this third period. 11:06 on the clock, a face-off win. It's, hey, when you can win face-offs, it does wonders in a video game. Dubois wins it back, now Gavrikov again. Gavrikov loses it as it gets to Mason McTavish. McTavish now loses the puck to Clark. Nothing going for the Ducks here for the majority of this third period. A nice little flurry early, but that kind of rhymed. Drysdale now being challenged by Kapanen. Kapanen finds Gavrikov, the goal scorer. He tries getting another. It's another good shot. That's a hard shot right off the top of the pad. Good save by John Gibson. An important save by John Gibson. Kapanen now. Kapanen goes for a skate, loses it to Olesen. Olesen gets it up to McGinn, who's back to Olesen. And a nice little try and one-touch shot there right in front. A good little setup play. Good rebound control. McGinn, so finally some pressure here from Anaheim. And we will take a penalty, as you just saw interference from Pierre-Luc Dubois. I thought it was going to go unnoticed, but they called it. Dang it, dude. 34 wins on the season. This will pump me up, tied with Marc-Andre Fleury, who has 35 in Ottawa, so... Big glove save, nice shot from the point, 7:01 left. And they didn't take any time off the power play. I'm not entirely sure about that. Is that just a visual bug? It was. Okay, minute 54. I was like, it said 2 when I caught it. But the game speed is increased. There's no way that didn't cut off any time. Good clear there. Henrique hits the man, delays even more time. Troy Terry up to Eberle. Zegras now. I was just too deep in my crease, man. I saw the play. And I even saved it, but the rebound went right into the back of the net. It's Jordan Eberle on the power play, and you can't take penalties. You just can't take penalties in this game. Yep, made the blocker save as I was sliding across. I was coming in deeper. Right there, I start dipping deep, make the save. And I mean, it just squeaks in. It just squeaks in. But for Jordan Eberle and the Ducks, that's 2 goals from him. 2-2 hockey game, 6:42. Power play tally. You hate to see that. You hate to see the power play goals go in. There goes Fiala's head. Eberle now. These games have not come easy for me today and the last day I recorded. It's very much some troubling goals going in against me. That one wasn't really bad. I made the save. I was just backing up. Trickles in. Kaliev with a blast. Credit to the Ducks, though. They're hanging in tough. Capitalizing on our mistakes. Eberle gets absolutely destroyed by Kempe, who has really been a physical force here for us lately. Kaliev loses it to Troy Terry. Terry in. Please. Oh, Frankie has an open net and he absolutely whiffs on the shot. I have not seen a shot whiff like that in some time. Holy jumpins. That helmet getting in the way. This is just like real hockey. I wish that the referees who are trailing the play would pick those up. It's such a hazard, man. You got guys flying with sharp skates on their freaking feet, and you're leaving helmets, you're leaving sticks, broken sticks, you're leaving skate blades on the ice. Big save there again. I didn't press hug post. I did not press hug post. What a unbelievably garbage goal to let in the last minute of play, as Anaheim, who has been absolutely getting run over in the third period, finds 2. And now the coach won't even pull me, I bet. There is something fundamentally wrong with Be a Pro where the coach does not pull you. I've seen every goalie leave their net with minutes left, and in the last 40 seconds while we have control in the other zone, he doesn't pull me. Again, I've asked this before, but if you guys know, is there a way for me to pull myself? Is that a thing in Be a Pro that I have to call? Because I don't remember the last time I've been pulled in net. Oh, apologies, guys. This was a rough one. That is one that you just can't have. Needed to be hugging the post. I mean, subconsciously, I probably started cheating, thinking he might pass it across, but I left it all open, and we lose 2 points. Oh, Michael, you've been struggling lately, brother. You have been absolutely getting bodied by some bad goals. We got a skill point. Let's see what we got. How many do we have? We have 1 skill point, and I think, what's this? 5 hole's been fine. Angles, breakaway, stick, glove, puck control. Puck, passing, poked, rebound control. How many does that cost? That costs 3. That'll get me nearly a full level. We're going to hold on, and that's the only thing that I feel like is beating me up right now. But we are getting the second game of the Ducks as well, so home game finally. I feel like my last few games have been away. There's the standings, guys. I know you can't see the number. Golden Knights, 96 points. They're going to win the division. They're going to win Pacific for sure. Oilers, 92 points. Kings, 87 with 2 games in hand. So we do have some potential to get up there. Canucks and Flames, wildcard spot, 84-81. That means from the second wildcard spot, there is a 6-point difference. So we have a bit of a cushion. Oh my God, this win one, lose one situation it makes me so mad. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. That first game was at least fun entertainment. The second game, yeah, let's forget about that one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Again, 85% of you guys have not clicked that free button. Smash it. Let's get to 2,000. Till the next video, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.